A new push by dozens of Fortune 500 companies to protect more than 600,000 DACA recipients whose lives remain in limbo. Companies like Microsoft, Apple, and Meta are warning congressional leaders that the end of DACA would greatly hurt the economy, as federal courts seem likely to end the executive order that has protected Dreamers since 2012. Joining us now, NBC Homeland Security correspondent Julia Ainsley. Julia, good morning. Is this corporate push going to make a difference?
Well, people we're speaking to in Congress say probably not. When you look at the political writing on the wall, Jose, it looks like with Republicans due to make gains in the midterms and the fact that there's little appetite now in Congress to do anything on DACA or immigration reform overall because these two sides can't agree, it might be that this business push is just too little too late. But the businesses are saying that if Congress doesn't act, they are going to see an even bigger hit to the economy. 22,000 jobs lost per month. In Texas alone, that means 400 healthcare workers and 300 teachers would be walking out of the workforce every month. So they're asking Congress to do more. But I'm told by congressional aides that unless they're reaching out to key Republicans, because they need at least 10 Republicans on board to get DACA into codified legislation, they really won't be able to get anywhere. Republicans say they don't want to do anything on immigration reform until they see President Biden enforcing stricter border laws. And then Democrats say that they don't think that they could go any stricter on asylum policies because they see that as an international human right, Jose.
So, Julia, the fact is that this side sees something, the other side sees something, and the final result of it is that while people are seeing different things, nothing gets done.
That's right. But for over 600,000 Dreamers, they lose their jobs, and there's a big hit on those critical industries. I've interviewed physicians in emergency rooms treating children who will have to walk out of their job and could even be facing deportation, perhaps in another administration. We could probably expect it. Of course, the Biden administration wouldn't move to deport these people, but their jobs is something that they really aren't in a position to be able to save. And Jose, you and I have talked at length about the fact that the immigration reform that we would have seen in 2014 probably wouldn't even be agreed to now by either party. So it's very hard to see how they would come up with a consensus on DACA or anything else on immigration in the lame duck, or especially after that.
Yeah, and Julia, so where does DACA stand in the court system right now?
Well, that's why this is so important. It looks like the courts are about to end DACA. We saw the Fifth Circuit say that DACA was illegal, but the people who still have it could keep it. The same thing happened in a lower court. We're expecting Judge Hainan to say that those who that a new DACA ruling that would allow more to apply is also illegal. And the Supreme Court, now that it's become more conservative, once it gets up to that point, we're expecting that they could also find it illegal. So it could just be a matter of months before we start seeing these losses.